The Talking Points memo this evening is on Whoopi Goldberg, who got suspended late last night by ABC News Disney after 36 hours. You figured, they might suspend her right after she says that race had nothing to do with the Holocaust. Maybe they do it then. No, they waited 36 hours. And the reason I did that is because ABC Disney is woke and committed left-wing corporation. It is, top to bottom. And if Whoopi Goldberg had been Meghan McCain, who used to be on The View as a conservative voice, fired immediately. I mean, you remember what happened to that ditzy woman, Sharon Osbourne? CBS fired her because she said that criticism of Meghan Markle was okay or some stupid thing I didn't even follow. Well, she was shown the door real fast. But now Whoopi Goldberg, and you got to understand, she is a pretty big star over there, and they didn't want to discipline her, but they had to. Now, we went over yesterday, and I'm not going to do it again, the mistake that Ms. Goldberg made when she said the Holocaust was not about race. So Whoopi needs to take an anthropology course, okay? And maybe that would explain what a race really is. To her, race is skin color. No, okay? It all has to do with tribalism and how human beings developed and where they were on the planet. That's what it has to do with. All right, so anthropology course would be good for Whoopi Goldberg. And therefore, I chalked it up as she doesn't know anything about the Holocaust. So I am, and this is true, sending her a copy of my book, Killing the SS, which is easy to read and will tell you everything about how this horror, perhaps the worst horror in modern civilization, took place. The execution of more than 6 million innocent people. Why it took place, who did it, how they were punished, that's all in that book. All right? Now, I turned on The View today. My hand was shaking like this. The remote dropped a couple of times just to see how they would handle the suspension of Whoopi. So Behar opened the show, spent 5 seconds. Whoopi Goldberg will be back in 2 weeks. And then she made a face like, okay, that was it. And then they launched into attacks on pro-life people, which is, what they do. So I guess Behar was ordered to do that by ABC News. Remember, ABC News is in charge of The View, if you can believe this. So the importance of this story is not Whoopi Goldberg. It's not The View, which is a piffle. I mean, what is it? 2.5 million people a day watch this thing at 11 in Eastern time. Nobody watches it. Nobody knows what's going on. I mean, but it gets a lot because ABC News, Disney's behind it, gets a lot of publicity, but nobody pays attention to them. It's just like nothing. However, Disney, ABC, that's something. And to see how they handle something like this is very instructive to how powerful these left-wing corporations are.